The truth most people never see. There's a silent truth unfolding right now. As you listen to these words, your thoughts are shaping the life you will live tomorrow. Most people believe that the future is determined by luck, opportunity, or circumstances. But after spending more than 20 years studying some of the most successful people of his time, Napoleon Hill reached a very different conclusion. He discovered that before any success, wealth, or achievement exists in the physical world, it first exists in the mind. Everything begins with a thought, but there is one detail that almost no one notices. It is not only your conscious thoughts that shape your future, it is the thoughts you repeat so often that they become part of your identity. Whether you realize it or not, your subconscious mind is constantly recording what you repeatedly accept as true. And this is where most people unknowingly lose control of their lives. Without realizing it, they feed their minds with fear, doubt, scarcity, and limitation every single day. Today, you will discover why this happens, and more importantly, how to use the same principle to create a completely different future. Your mind never stops creating. Napoleon Hill taught that the human mind is never neutral. It is always creating something. It is either creating opportunities or creating limitations. There is no middle ground. Even when you think nothing important is happening, your subconscious is absorbing your emotions, conversations, experiences, and beliefs. Every repeated worry strengthens fear. Every complaint reinforces scarcity. Every thought of inadequacy becomes another brick in the foundation of self-doubt. He'll believe that thoughts are powerful forces. They have direction. They carry energy. And most importantly, they quietly influence the decisions you make every day. You may believe your choices are entirely rational, but many of them were shaped long ago by the thoughts you repeatedly entertained. This is why two people with similar opportunities often end up living completely different lives. The difference does not begin in their circumstances. It begins in their minds. The greatest enemy lies inside your mind. Napoleon Hill identified an invisible enemy that prevents countless people from reaching their potential. Fear, especially the fear of failure, the fear of criticism, the fear of poverty, the fear of rejection. These fears rarely arrive dramatically. Instead, they appear as quiet inner conversations. What if I fail? I'm probably not good enough. Success isn't meant for people like me. These thoughts seem harmless, but repeated day after day, they become instructions to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious works tirelessly to prove them true. He'll explain that whatever dominates your thinking eventually dominates your life, not because of magic, but because your thoughts shape your attitude. Your attitude shapes your habits, and your habits determine your destiny. The power of a definite purpose. One of Napoleon Hill's greatest discoveries was that every extraordinary achievement began with an intense desire, not a casual wish, not a passing dream, but a burning purpose so clear that a person refused to give up despite obstacles. Hill called this a definite purpose. Many people say they want a better life. Few can clearly explain what they truly want. Without clarity, the mind has no direction. Imagine trying to reach a destination without knowing where you're going. That is how most people live. A focused mind channels energy, and focused energy creates extraordinary results. Your future begins to change the moment your thoughts stop wandering and start moving toward a clear purpose. The law of mental habits. Few people understand the incredible power of repetition. Napoleon Hill observed that repeated thoughts become mental habits, and mental habits eventually begin operating automatically. If you have spent years thinking thoughts of insecurity, your mind has accepted those beliefs as normal. The encouraging news is that this process works both ways. When you repeatedly choose thoughts of confidence, discipline, courage, and possibility, your mind gradually creates new patterns. It does not happen overnight, but it happens. Every lasting transformation begins by changing the habits of the mind before the results appear in the outside world. Imagination is the workshop of the future. He'll often describe imagination as one of humanity's greatest powers. Before every business was built, before every invention changed the world, before every remarkable success became reality, it first existed as an idea. Imagination is not an escape from reality. It is preparation for reality. When you consistently imagine a better future, your brain begins noticing opportunities that previously went unseen. You meet different people. You recognize possibilities. You make bolder decisions, not because the world changed, but because your perception changed. The outer world often reflects the direction of your inner vision. Your environment shapes your thinking. Napoleon Hill repeatedly warned about the influence of environment. The people surrounding you shape your thoughts far more than you may realize. If you constantly spend time around negativity, pessimism, and excuses, those attitudes slowly become your own. But when you intentionally surround yourself with disciplined, optimistic, growth-oriented people, your thinking begins to transform. This is one reason Hill introduced the idea of the Mastermind Alliance. He believed that when ambitious minds work together, they strengthen one another. Your environment can either elevate your future or quietly limit it. Choose carefully what influences your thinking every day. Persistence is the final test. Most people quit too soon. Napoleon Hill saw this pattern repeatedly. Success often appears just beyond the point where many people decide to stop, not because life is testing them, but because persistence develops wisdom, resilience, confidence, and skill. Every obstacle teaches something valuable. Every setback contains information. Those who continue learning continue growing. Those who quit strengthen the belief that they were never capable. Persistence does not remove difficulty. It transforms a person facing it. Your identity shapes your destiny. There is one silent question influencing almost every decision you make. Who do you believe you are? If you see yourself as limited, your actions will reflect those limits. If you believe you are disciplined, resilient, and capable, your behavior gradually aligns with that belief. Hill understood that beliefs influence actions, and repeated actions shape destiny. You do not have to wait until you feel confident before taking action. Confidence is built through action. Every extraordinary life begins the moment someone chooses a new identity. Your future is being created today. At this very moment, your future has not yet been written. It is being created. Every thought you consistently choose today becomes a seed planted in tomorrow. Napoleon Hill never suggested that positive thinking alone creates success. His message was far more practical. Thoughts must become decisions. Decisions must become actions. Actions repeated consistently become habits. And habits shape destiny. You may not be able to change your entire life today, but you can change your next thought, then the next one, and then another. That is exactly how remarkable transformations begin. Remember this timeless principle inspired by Napoleon Hill's teachings. What dominates your mind influences your choices, and your choices ultimately create the future you will one day call your life. Your future is not waiting somewhere ahead of you. It is being created right now, one thought at a time. Your decisions follow your dominant thoughts. One of the most overlooked ideas in Napoleon Hill's philosophy is that success is rarely the result of one extraordinary decision. Instead, it is the accumulation of thousands of small decisions made over time. And every decision begins with a thought. The person who consistently believes opportunities exist notices possibilities where others see obstacles. The person who constantly expects failure hesitates, delays action, and often misses the very opportunities they were hoping for. Hill observed that successful people make decisions with confidence because their minds have already been conditioned to believe that solutions can always be found. This does not mean they never experience fear. It means they refuse to allow fear to become the voice that guides their choices. Every decision you make today is quietly shaping the person you will become tomorrow. Ask yourself one important question. Are my daily decisions moving me toward the future I truly want, or reinforcing the life I'm trying to leave behind? Faith is built through repetition. When Napoleon Hill spoke about faith, he wasn't referring only to religious belief. He described faith as a state of mind that can be intentionally developed, just as fear grows stronger through repetition. Confidence grows stronger through repetition as well. Every time you remind yourself of your purpose, every time you visualize your goals, every time you choose courage instead of doubt, you strengthen your belief in what is possible. Hill believed the subconscious mind cannot easily distinguish between an idea repeatedly impressed with emotion and an actual experience. That is why your daily inner dialogue matters so much. If you spend years repeating words of limitation, your mind accepts limitation. If you repeatedly fill your mind with confidence, determination, and possibility, your subconscious begins working in harmony with those beliefs. Faith is not something you wait to feel. It is something you build, one thought at a time. Every setback contains a hidden opportunity. Napoleon Hill often reminded his readers that every adversity carries the seed of an equal or greater benefit. This does not mean failure feels pleasant. It doesn't. Disappointment, rejection, and uncertainty are part of every meaningful journey. The difference lies in how you interpret them. Most people see failure as proof that they should stop. Successful people see failure as feedback. Every mistake teaches. Every obstacle reveals a weakness that can be strengthened. Every challenge develops qualities that comfort never could. Hill believed that persistence combined with intelligent learning eventually transforms temporary defeat into lasting success. The setback that frustrates you today may become the very experience that prepares you for tomorrow's greatest opportunity. Sometimes life is not delaying your future. It is preparing you for it. Your thoughts become your character. Over time, repeated thoughts become beliefs. Repeated beliefs become actions. Repeated actions become habits. And habits eventually become character. This is why he'll emphasize personal growth as much as financial success. Real success is not only about what you achieve. It is about the person you become while pursuing it. Integrity, discipline, patience, self-control, persistence. These qualities are not inherited. They are developed through consistent thinking and intentional action. The world often rewards character long before it rewards achievement. When your character grows stronger, your opportunities naturally begin to expand because people trust consistency. They trust discipline, and they trust individuals who have learned to master themselves before trying to master circumstances. The future belongs to those who master their minds. If there is one lesson that defines Napoleon Hill's life's work, it is this: the greatest investment you will ever make is in your own mind. Technology will continue to change. Markets will rise and fall. Opportunities will come and go. But the quality of your thinking will always influence the quality of your life. Every great achievement begins long before anyone else can see it. It begins in quiet moments, in disciplined thoughts, in repeated decisions, in the courage to believe before there is evidence. Today, you have a choice. You can continue allowing old patterns of fear, doubt, and limitation to write your future. Or you can become the author of a new story, a story guided by purpose, strengthened by persistence, directed by faith, and built through intentional thought. Because the future is never created by accident. It is created by the thoughts you choose to believe, the decisions you choose to make, and the actions you choose to repeat. Master your mind, and you begin to master your future. Before you leave, remember this: the life you dream about doesn't begin someday. It begins with the thoughts you choose today. If this message inspired you, don't let it end here. Subscribe now and join thousands of people committed to building a stronger mind, greater discipline, and a life of purpose through the timeless wisdom of Napoleon Hill and the world's greatest success thinkers. If this video made you reflect, leave a comment with the words, "I master my mind." Make it your declaration, your commitment, your first step toward a different future. Like this video, so more people can discover these life-changing principles and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Remember, your future is watching every thought you choose today. Choose wisely, and I'll see you in the next video.